Welcome everyone. This is the meeting of the Cabinet at North East Derbyshire District Council. It's the 2nd of March 2023. With me in the room, I'm Alex Dale, I'm the leader of the council, and with me in the room is Councillor Alan Powell, Councillor Charlotte Cupit, and Councillor Jeremy Kenyon, as well as several officers who are supporting us with the meeting. And on screen, we also have Councillor Mark Foster, as well as other officers who are supporting us with the meeting. First item is apologies for absence. I've received apologies from Councillor Rennick. Are there any others?
We haven't received any other apologies, Chair.
Thanks, Tom. Any declarations of interest from any members? No? Okay. Minutes of the last meeting, I'll move them as a true and accurate record. Is there a seconder?
Second, Chair.
Thank you. That's seconded by Councillor Powell. All those in favour? Okay, that's carried. Thanks very much. And then the next item then is the medium-term financial plan budget monitoring report from April to December. And I'll hand over to Councillor Kenyon.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, well, as you will know, due to the extreme change of circumstances compared to when this current year's budget was set because of the war in Europe, we introduced a revised budget earlier a few months back. In that budget, it would have required £343,000 to be taken out of reserves to cover, obviously, increased energy prices, all of that stuff. Due to work that's been ongoing since then to reduce expenditure and various other things, that figure is now reduced to £266,000, so £117,000 better than was anticipated. The expectation is that further work, in particular around recruitment and filling vacancies, will reduce that even further, possibly even to not needing to rely on the reserves at all if things go very, very well. A big piece of it is down to vacancy management, and obviously having unfilled posts does have a service impact. And a lot of the work that officers are doing is to mitigate that. And also though recruitment at the moment is particularly hard for some posts as well. So it's a mix of by intent and simply because it's not been possible to fill certain posts. So overall, these impacts are being managed to minimise the effect on frontline services, and I propose the recommendation that we note the report.
Thanks, Councillor Kenyon. I'm happy to second. Just a quick query. Is there an error in the title of the paper? Because it refers to 2023, December. It's a budget monitoring report, so presumably it's April to December 2022, is it?
Absolutely, Chair. It should be December 2022. Thanks for the eagle eyes.
Thanks for that. Yeah, if you just amend that in the pack then or whatever, and we'll approve it otherwise. Everyone happy with that? Any questions? No? All those in favour? Okay, that's carried. Thanks very much. The next item is the council plan targets performance update. Doing fairly well with this. Obviously, as the report makes clear, 55% of the targets are on track, 2% have been achieved, 38% have been achieved previously, and there is a small number, 5%, that have been flagged as requiring more work, basically. But I'll hand over to Kath Drury in case you've got anything you want to add, Kath, or give us a summary of the paper.
Okay, thank you, Chair. So that's quite right. Most targets are on track or have been achieved previously. Just a few that are on alert. Nothing. I don't think there's anything unexpected in the report, to be fair. We know that with the leisure centres, obviously, we're doing a lot of investment in all facilities, and that's obviously had some impact on participation levels. Obviously, that will come to an end and participation will pick up, but it's just useful to note that customers, we've done the big survey across all the centres, and customer satisfaction remains really high. So it's good that they're still pleased with the services that are being offered and obviously enjoying the improved facilities at some of the sites already. Recycling, as we know, that's a difficult target, and that's one that obviously need to be looked at under the new council plan at that time. But those factors affecting that are affecting all councils, contamination levels and things like that. So it's not unique to North East Derbyshire. It's a challenge that lots of councils are facing. And not really anything else further to say, to be honest. I mean, a lot of the stuff has already been achieved. Just a few issues that I've highlighted it, and they're in the report for everyone to see. But just to note that the vast majority of the targets are on track, and obviously quite a few will be signed off at Q4 when this plan completes.
Brilliant, thanks, Kath. Any other comments from anyone? For a seconder? Councillor Kenyon. All those in favour? Okay, that's carried. Thank you very much. And then the next item is the North East Derbyshire Local Development Scheme paper. So I'll hand over to Councillor Cupid for this.
Thanks, Chair. Yeah, this is quite a factual paper, really, a statutory one. It's basically just an update on, and we're sort of obliged to provide it nationally, on the planning policies we have in place and sort of plans to sort of, next steps or any reviews. So in particular, the document sets out the neighbourhood plans that are in place across the district. I think there's 5 of those in place, and they're at various points in their life cycle. Obviously the local plan, which is in place, and then it also sets out the supplementary planning documents that we have, and we're looking at reviewing some of those and obviously potentially bringing some other ones in later in the year. So yeah, it's just a factual document that we're required to produce, just to highlight to residents what documents we make our decisions on and what's potentially going to be reviewed or re-looked at in the future. So yeah, happy to sort of move the recommendations on that.
Okay, I'm happy to second. Any comments or questions from anyone on that? No, if not, all those in favour? Okay, that's carried. Thank you very much. And then moving back to the agenda. There are no urgent items, and therefore I move that the public be excluded from the meeting during the discussion of the following items of business to avoid the disclosure to them of exempt information as defined in Part 1 of Schedule 12A, the Local Government Act 1972. Is there a seconder for that? Yeah, Councillor Cupid. All those in favour? Okay, thank you. If we can just stop the live stream.